Thanks a lot, Becky. Can't wait to see that extended forecast. Well, we're heading into our final weeks of 2020, and to get an update on the Shawnee County happenings, we have Commissioner Bill Riphahn with us this morning. Thanks for joining us, Bill.
Thanks, David.
Well, first of all, you're getting your first commission meeting through Zoom today. So what has happened to keep you from meeting in person?
Well, it's kind of exciting. This will be the first time, as you mentioned, to do a Zoom meeting. We're doing this because two of the commissioners are quarantined right now. Our last commission meeting we did, I was the only one in attendance. The other two had to call in. And we thought a Zoom meeting might be a little bit better where we could see each other's face. And we also could practice a little better social distancing with department heads. They'll all be Zoomed in. And so it'll be interesting. The only thing that might be a little tough is people who want to make public comment. That's going to be the rough spot, I think.
Well, now coronavirus cases are so much higher and more frequent than when we last spoke. How important is it to get the new county health officer and health department director in place and working together?
Well, of course, Dr. Pezzino, he'll be here till the end of the month. But yeah, it's important to get a new doctor in there, a new director for our health department. We put a panel together of people representing the hospitals. Vallejo, one of the doctors who helps with vaccinations, will be on that panel, and they'll be interviewing and looking at applications for those positions.
Now, you mentioned vaccinations. Do you know anything about the vaccine distribution for Shawnee County at this time? And that would be for county residents and or county employees.
Yeah, well, we've had some meetings concerning vaccinations with Stormont Vale. We don't have anything solid yet, but the vaccines are out there. I think maybe before the end of the month we may start seeing some vaccinations. There's a lot of logistics to work out when you're inoculating thousands of people. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. So we're kind of in the middle of all that right now. Hopefully in a week or two we'll have more details on how that's going to be accomplished.
Is there anything being talked about as far as the cost and how that could impact everybody?
The cost is mainly probably for rent for wherever we decide to do all this. We'll have to rent that facility, and of course we're going to have adequate parking, and there's a lot to mass inoculations like this. There's a lot of paperwork, so you know, like I mentioned, there's just a lot of details to work out.
Now, on a totally different topic, the weather's been so warm, so nice. From a budget standpoint, how much money is being saved right now by not having sand, salt, and plowing operations in full swing?
Well, that's always a savings, but you have to always be careful because you never know what's in store for January, February, March. So you can't always rely on that money to be available. I do know our revenues were down, especially in parks and recreation this last year. A lot of programs and camps and things like that had to be canceled. Swimming wasn't as good as it normally is. But on the other hand, golf did very well. As far as property tax, it came in at a pretty good rate, and you know, we've done all right. We're keeping our head above water, but we have to be cautious.
Bill, thanks so much for your input and your time, and happy holidays, by the way, to you and yours. And to hear some of the bigger Shawnee County projects on tap for early 2021, you can flip over to Fox 43 AM Live at 7.